There is a growing crisis in the world today. It is not economic, it is not political, it is internal. The crisis is this: strength is fading. Not the kind you build in a gym, but the kind you build in your mind. In a world where comfort is king and distractions are everywhere, mental toughness is becoming rare. But here is the truth no one wants to admit. Comfort is cheap. Discipline is power. The world is getting softer. People quit when it gets hard. They break down over criticism. They chase ease, not growth. But if you want to do something meaningful with your life, you need a new kind of strength, a modern discipline. So today, we are going to talk about what that means. It is about becoming a person who can stay grounded in chaos, focused in noise, and relentless when things get tough. How you can train your mind to stay strong when everything around you tells you to take the easy way out. Modern discipline is not about being perfect. It is not about being emotionless. One scroll and you're entertained. It's one click and you buy something you don't need. The brain becomes addicted to shortcuts, forgets how to wait. It forgets how to struggle. The first step to building modern discipline is rejecting the culture of instant gratification. Everything today is built to give you what you want without effort. One tap and your food is delivered. But real success still lives in the same place it always has. The long path, the hard climb, the hours that nobody sees. To do the work before you get the win. To stay focused even when results are invisible. Mental strength begins when you train yourself to delay rewards. Repetition builds resilience. And the only way to get there is by doing hard things on purpose. You do not get mentally strong by choosing what feels good. You get mentally strong by choosing what is right. Every time you stay in the fight instead of backing out, your mind gets stronger. But most people run the other way. You wake up and work out when your body wants to rest. And they never find out who they could have been if they just stayed in the game a little longer. You finish the task when your mind wants to scroll. Keep your word to yourself, because every time you break that promise, you teach your brain that you don't matter, that your future doesn't matter, that your goals are negotiable. You speak the truth when silence would be more comfortable. You show up when no one is watching. That is discipline. It is a skill. You build it by repeating what matters, daily, whether you feel like it or not. And self-trust is the foundation of mental strength. You cannot be powerful if you are unreliable to yourself. Most people do not lack ability. They lack consistency. And consistency is not a gift. You have to train your mind like you train your body. Every time you choose discomfort with purpose, you grow. They quit when the first challenge shows up. They blame instead of adjust. They make excuses instead of progress. If you want to be different, you need to build what others won't. That starts with self-respect. Discipline is not just about grind. It is about respect. Respect for your time. Respect for your goals. Respect for your word. When you say you're going to do something, do it. But when you follow through, even in small things, you build self-trust. Modern discipline also means controlling your emotions, not suppressing them, mastering them. The world tells you to react, to speak before thinking, to post without pausing, to respond with anger. But strength is in restraint. You do not need to react to everything. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. You do not need to fight battles that drain your energy. It means knowing what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Mental toughness means choosing your focus. It means protecting your peace. Not because you are weak, but because your purpose is too big for petty distractions. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away from nonsense. If you do not protect your values, they will get diluted. If you do not protect your energy, you will burn out trying to please people who don't matter. It tries to steal it with noise, clicks, and chaos. To stay strong in a weak world, you also need to set boundaries. The modern world does not respect your attention. If you do not protect your time, it will get wasted. So say no more often. Turn off what does not serve you. Stop explaining your standards. If your standards are low, you raise them. You are the answer. You are the solution. You are the one who chooses what happens next. Discipline means choosing your environment, not just your actions. You build it by deciding that comfort will not lead your life. What you consume matters. The people around you matter. The thoughts you allow in your head matter. You do not need to have the best circumstances, just the strongest habits. It will come from being clearer, calmer, and more focused than the chaos around you. You don't give up because it's hard. You keep going because it matters. If you want to lead, if you want to create impact, if you want to be great in your lifetime, you must choose a different path. Choosing a book over a binge. All of these are small, but together they build the foundation of someone who is unshakable. Build an environment that feeds your strength, not your weakness. That might mean waking up earlier than most, spending time in silence, turning off your phone when you work, saying no to one more night out. Modern discipline also means being honest with yourself. You must choose what is hard now to have what is rare later. Stop lying about how much effort you're giving. Stop pretending you're doing all you can. Stop blaming everything but your own decisions. Mental strength begins with full ownership. If your life is off track, you take responsibility. If your habits are weak, you fix them. No more waiting for someone to rescue you. That's not pressure, that's power. And you will train your mind every single day to be stronger than your excuses. Nobody becomes strong by accident. You build it with repetition. You build it with intention. Your strength will not come from being louder, angrier, or busier. You do not need to be the most talented, just the most consistent. Mental strength is not a switch. It is a process. You fail, you learn, you adjust. This world is full of people who start and never finish, who talk and never act, who dream and never build. You must choose discipline over comfort, clarity over chaos, growth over ego. Being mentally strong in a weak world is not about being better than anyone. It is about being better than who you were yesterday. It is about becoming the kind of person who can carry weight, who does not fold under pressure, who rises when others fade. You do not need permission. You do not need applause. You need one thing: a decision. Decide that from this moment forward, you will take yourself seriously. You will protect your focus. You will honor your potential. That is modern discipline. And that is how you thrive in a world that forgot what real strength looks like.